Ladies and gentlemen, your Buffalo Sabres!
Buffalo, New York is our site. With Bill Clement, I'm Gary Thorne. Our game tonight between the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. Boston's used to the body. If they play the way we expect them to, we'll see it early.
Yeah, they put the word intimidation back in the sport, and they want to just run at you. A lot of people might not remember him, but franchise scoring leader Gilbert Perreault is still in a class by himself in Buffalo.
Hot needs to clear to Ehrhoff. Trying to find that puck, get it free to Ehrhoff. Snap that one on net. Rebound! Puts that one away, stops play. What a save between the pads. Ott's wrist shot had that real nice snap to it, and still the save was made. That's a great play in net, Bill. The Bruins win the faceoff in their zone. To Horton, 2-on-2 in the rush. Pad bouncer. That's a goaltender coverage right there. We got a faceoff. Boston's face-off win in the offensive end, and that baby's just going to trickle on its way in. Pretty easy pad save for him, and he held on to it. Big-time effort. Sabres 11-12 season, certainly not one they want to repeat. A lot of players took to the ice.
Well, I'll tell you what, sick bay was just a revolving door just about every week of that season.
Puck left for his teammate as he ties it up on the draw. Covered up. Bruins face-off win keeps it in the offensive end. Oh, mercy, used the glove on that one. Seidenberg shot. That was a great scoring opportunity. Trouble is, he had a goaltender who had his eye right on it.
And Gary, if we didn't know this goaltender had a glove, we do now.
The Bruins got control in the offensive zone off that draw. To Ennis, to Gerby, to Stafford, 2-on-2 the other way. There's a wrist shot. Pad save. Up through center ice with that pass out of the D zone. Pissick got the stick in, knocks it away. Has it at the point. Takes the shot, not a real scoring chance.
You got to be a pretty good sniper to even get a shot on goal from there.
Looking back to the point. Big shot. What a great battle these two have had in front of the net tonight. Into the neutral zone. Shot. What a chance. Wants to get rid of this. To Lucic. There's a battle digging in. To Hudson. To Myers. Clears that puck into the offensive end. Just feathered that one in. Good pass right out in front. Kick save and a good scoring opportunity. Gerby's opportunity. That one's by the boards.
Oh, he'd like to have this one again, Gary.
The Bruins win the draw in their zone. To Boychuk. To Peverley. There's an offensive opportunity. Got that puck in close. Goaltender there to knock it away. Played into the far side corner. He'll keep the offense rolling here. He finds that loose puck. Snap that one. He scores! Porter's wrist shot, that had something on it all the way in from that high slot.
Gary, he looked like he was set up right, but I'm wondering now if his blocker wasn't a little low on this shot.
The Sabres offense, that may be one that's going to give them a lead here in the first.
Something to build on, especially emotionally when they get into the locker room.
Oh, save made. He had nothing to shoot at. Wants to get this up in a hurry. Coletta to Grigorenko. To Scott. 2-on-2 the other way. Running out of time here in the first period. To Campbell. And that puck's out of play over on the bench. In fact, we'll get a draw. Tied him up in the face-off, left the puck for his winger. And that's going to do it here in the first period. At least we found a little scoring in the first. After one, it's 1-0. So this is a game in which the D lives.
And defense is about commitment, and both of these teams are showing it so far.
That late goal is the differential as we head to the intermission. Drop of that puck, face off, second period underway. Sagan lugs that puck into the offensive end. To Marshall. Puck move back up to the point. Big shots. He shoots, he scores! And that's going to tie this game up. Seidenberg's wrist shot so fast the D couldn't react to it. He's got a goal.
And Gary, a big thank you from the goal scorer goes out to the assist guy. What a pass. Nice.
This is a neutral zone face-off win. Into the offensive zone. Shot that one wide, and maybe that broken stick the reason.
Like to have that over again, Gary. He'd also like to check his sticks. That shouldn't happen.
Back in behind the net. McBain. To Ennis. Laser. There's Here's the shot. Wide open, and he couldn't bury it. Has control. Take advantage of the end of that stick. He pokes it away in the defensive end. Wing to wing to Lucic. To Krejci. Wants to move it. There's a battle against the boards. He'll control that puck in the offensive zone. Up to the blue line.
You know, that shot had potential until it just nipped that piece of stick that was lying on the ice.
To Chara. Wrist shot. He'll stop that one on an in-tight opportunity. To the point. Got all of that. Vanek. And we're waiting on a penalty to be called. Scoring chance missed. He's wide. Team's going to get the extra one out as the goalie heads to the bench. This is a delayed call now as play is stopped. The Sabres penalty, it comes out as a double minor, and the PK now is really going to be tested.
Well, he kind of earned this, Gary, and it's at the ref's discretion. He can call a double minor if he feels like it, and right now he's feeling it.
Boston's on the power play. They're first of the game. Off that face-off, they'll hold it in the offensive end. Chara. Hudson's making the right moves tonight. He gets that one out of the zone, gives his team a chance to regroup. Big battle along the wall. Wrist shot on net. Opportunity denied. That's a major league collision right there. What a shot.
Well, you really want to hope this guy doesn't get you in his crosshairs, because Zdeno Chara will try to end your night's work with a hit.
Into the end. Ehrhoff clears it out. Power play unit still out. Picks that one up in the defensive zone. Sends that one back to Chara. Takes it on his own stick into the offensive zone. Blocker save. Good shot off the one-time effort. Chara. To Lucic. Got a chance to score. Takes the puck. Great position save. Picks that puck up. Clearing attempt. Not good. It's still in the offensive end. Big shot. Oh, what a shot. Scores. Power play goal.
Tyler Seguin came out of junior with a big reputation, and part of that has to do with his accurate shot.
The Bruins snipers trying to go to work here in the second period. They've got the lead.
They've got the lead. They got to be good defensively to hold the lead.
Here's a great play to tie up on the faceoff and get that puck free for his teammate. Moves that one on his own stick. Well, he wants to pass this. To Porter. To Foligno. Pissing. That one blown dead offside. We're here in the second period. The Bruins had the last goal, and it is still the one making the difference. Came earlier here in the period. To Scott. Boychuk. Sticks, lots of them, trying to find that puck. Quick shot. To Campbell. To Thornton. Wide of the net, and look where he was. Good stick handling here as he brings it up the wing side. Changing the forward unit here as they get that dump into the offensive end. To Dagovich. Quick opportunity. Good save made on that. Second period about to end. Marchand. To Seguin. He's got 2 points already in this game. He'd love to add another. That would extend that lead. Big time shot. That hitting stays in. Got to make the move here. Second period is over. Real tight game here. 2-1 at the end of 2. So this game, at least to this point, being decided by dominance in one area.
Yeah, no kidding, and it's the hitting game. I mean, one team is doing the bruising and the other team is preparing for ice packs.
And the goal that right now is the difference maker in this one as we head to our break. Here we go, period number 3. Neutral zone along the boards. Carries it in. Here's an easy save. Ehrhoff to Hudson. Offensive opportunity, 3-on-2. Wrist shot on. Rask got his glove on that one. We'll get a draw. The Bruins have possession off the draw on their own end. And the two of them meet along the wall. That's a goal-scoring effort right there. Pad save. Good pass up ice. Little come and go with that. He's got it on the stick on the return. Stafford to McBain. To Kelly. They're on him. Good pass to Vanek, to Ennis. The Sabres offense now has found a spot on the ice they're looking to, and that's outside the slot.
Gary, I don't think you could do anything to defend against this. This is just excellence in puck movement that led to the scoring chance.
That was a great wrist shot opportunity that he had. He got it off the way he wanted to. He just ran into a goaltender, at least on that play, that wasn't going to let him have one. Over 7 minutes gone in the third. Bruins lead now by 1 goal. The Bruins have it in their end off the face-off win. To Kelly, to Lucic. Turned over in the zone. To Peverley, to Lucic. Good return pass. D's got to back up. He's going to carry this one in. Swung back to the point. Save made with a pad as he flashes that one. Myers. Delano. Trying to find a little room. Big shot. Get in position. That's what it's all about. He blocks that one. Myers to Hudson. Little flip on that one to move it into the far side zone. Working to move it. Takes a shot. Wide shot on that one. Great pass up the middle of the ice and a long way to go with it. Gets that puck. Score! And now we've got 3 unanswered goals on the board. The Bruins offense gets that goal because they wanted control and got it along the boards.
And defensively, you want to keep the offensive guys with their faces against the boards and the glass. They let them off the hook here.
And with that goal, that's going to give us a furious finish, I would think.
Well, unless their goalie goes soft, though, Gare. I mean, 2 goals is enough to win this.
Feathers it into the corner. Keep that thing in the offensive zone. He did. D down. What a move. Digging in, trying to get it out. Wrists it. Well, that's not the angle he hoped that deflection would take.
Yeah, you want to deflect it. You don't want to stop it. Okay, he didn't stop it. He just deflected it way wide.
Here's a dump in. They'll go to the boards, change it up. Boychuk. That was earmarked for a goal. Great pad save. Creating an offensive chance. Lugs that one in front. What a play with that glove. That was headed for the net. The Sabres' chances. That's what they're going to talk about, chances, but that's all they've been.
You know what, Gary? It's almost hard to believe that this misfortune can happen so many times to one team. They have been that close and haven't been able to get it done, just not their game.
Third period just about over. Big snapshot. Save, no daylight. The Sabres pull their goalie. They've got the extra skater. Let's see if this is going to work.
And we'll see where the extra attacker goes. They've got the man advantage now.
Oh, he missed the net. To Meyer. To Vanek. Big shot. Save made. He'll control that puck in front of his own net. And he freezes the puck. Bill, that's about as hard as you can shoot a slap shot. That's a beauty. And the save was still made. Off that face-off, tied up to D, and the puck's picked up by his winger. Long shot, denied. Shot at an open net. Scores! An empty net goal. He picks up the empty netter. Had to cover a little distance to get it.
Yeah, it was a long shot, so it was all about accuracy.
Porter's lost another face-off. That's been the story of the night. And maybe it will be the story of this game. Carries that puck into the zone. Porter up against the boards and battling. He'll carry it now. And this one's over. Buffalo's defeat in this game really came through the first two periods. They couldn't do anything about it in the final stanza.
Correct, and it's not often you see two-period games anymore. This was one of them.
Here's an opportunity to look at some of the plays that made a difference in this game. That's it. Thanks, everybody. We'll look for you our next game. I'm Gary Thorne on behalf of Bill Clement. Thanks for playing.